Hello, Ames High Apexers. Um, I'm Mr. Matthews, and just so you know, I'm available to you through email primarily, but you do also have a phone number you can reach me at if you need to get a hold of me to talk about different things. But if you need things reset or unlocked, please just email me. That's the quickest way to get a hold of me. But today we're just going to primarily just kind of go through some things on your Apex account. Hopefully you're able to log in and get access to your Apex. Once you get logged in with your temporary password, you will have to set up your own password. If you forget your password, please email me and I will send you a new temporary password. Okay? So once you get logged in, you should see on your screen a dashboard similar to what I have here on my screen. So you have your name at the top, you have what's your dashboard, a menu, and it tells you what classes you are taking. So some things to note here, you have announcements. So if I click on the announcements, so summer program kind of just gives you a list of everything that's offered. Um, so here it says, okay, Mr. Matthews is running Apex through credit recovery starting June 15th through July 31st. Please make sure you're working on your Apex daily. Contact me for unlocking and so on and so forth. I'm the summer contact. If I have any announcements to add here, I'll make sure to add them. You can send me messages through Apex if you need to. You're more than welcome to do so, but if you do, please make sure you are sending them directly to me and not any of the other Apex teachers because they are off for the summer. Email is the quickest, but you can send them to me through Apex as well. Some other things to note here under the menu, there is the calendar. So if you click on the calendar, it will show you when things are due. So my first assignments for math, for algebra and English are due on the 15th. Please note I did set everyone's due dates to start on the 15th and run through the 31st of July. These are guideline due dates, meaning that they are just that, guidelines. If you miss a guideline, you miss a guideline. It's not the end of the world, but they are just there to help you be successful and try to complete your course by July 31st. Okay. Do note I do have a due date on June 12th, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So it does show me that I have Algebra 1 assignments due on the 15th, but then I don't have another one due until the 17th. Okay, where English, I have 2 due the 15th, but I don't have other ones due until the 19th. So it kind of just spreads things out for you. So that's your calendar. You can always go back by hitting the back button in the program. Don't hit your back button on your browser, hit the back button in Apex. Okay, a couple of other things to note here. It gives you your progress bar of how much the course is completed. The reason why you're currently seeing I have green bars that are completed and how much of the course is completed is because I have given myself credit for stuff I did in the classroom. I have gone through and done that for you as well. Not everyone was able to get credit from what they did the previous semester or the previous year, but for most of you, I was able to give you credit based upon what you did in your classroom. Okay. Some other important things to note, if you see here, this just says Algebra 1 Semester 1, English 10 Semester 1. Those are the course names given by Apex. To know what the class is you are taking for Ames High, move your cursor over it. It tells you the classroom name. That is the actual classroom name for Ames High. So if you see their classroom name is Algebra 1 Semester 1, and in parentheses it says 2020. That means that's the most current class on Apex we have, and then who your teacher is. Kind of like it has here, English 10 Semester 1. For these, they're pretty straightforward, but some other classes, they're not pretty straightforward. Some other things to note, they do give you a grade to date. The grade to date is kind of deceiving. Yes, it tells me in algebra I currently have a 78%. That could change just because I change your due dates. Or if you notice here, I have an 83%. Well, I also have this red box here that has a 1. Okay, this is why I had that assignment due on June 12th, is so I could have an overdue assignment. So if you have any overdue assignment, you'll have a red box pop up. And then however many red numbers there are in there, that's how many overdue assignments you have. The overdue assignments, they don't hurt your grade in the course overall. They do affect this grade to date number. Don't worry about the grade to date number. It does not affect your overall grade when you complete the course. Since we use APEX as a credit recovery system at Ames High School, it doesn't matter what your grade to date is. We do not issue grades based upon your grade to date. You have to complete the course in order to earn the credit for this class. Okay? So this is your dashboard and just kind of knowing what it is. Okay, now to get started in the class itself, you would actually click on the class name. So here I'm starting Algebra 1. It will open up in a new window. Here's my class. If you notice here, I have a green check mark on Unit 2 and a green check mark on Unit 8. Those units are done. The very last unit in every course is the semester exam. One thing that is nice about taking our APEX classes in the summer is generally we exempt all semester exams. So kudos to you for taking a class in the summer. We've exempted the semester exams this summer. So not always, just this summer we did. Part of it is because of the whole COVID-19 thing. So I'm going to start the unit, so I'll click on Unit 1. Okay, the overview tells me I need to start it. So I'm going to hit Start, and then just kind of go through. Okay, Foundations of Algebra. This tells me to start.
What is the spark at the heart of algebra? How does a welder know how much electrical current to apply to a new metal? How does a musician change a song into a new key? How does a diver calculate the amount of oxygen needed to go deeper than before?
Okay, so there's video clips embedded into the class. Down on the page, it tells me this is page 1 of 1, so of course I'm done with that. I do encourage you to go through everything. Please do. It helps a lot. Every unit in the majority of our classes do have pretests. So here I'm going to hit Start on my pretest. I do highly encourage you take your time and do your best on pretests. You just go through, do your pretests. Every pretest is different. Okay, some of them are short, some of them are long. Now I'm just clicking through. Please do not do it the way I'm doing it. I'm just trying to get through all of these just so that we can kind of see where things go at the end. So you can kind of see what the page tells me. Now here's a big thing to note. If you have round dots for your answers for multiple choice, it literally is multiple choice. You have one answer. Okay. Now, back at one of those previous questions, they were square boxes. Square boxes means there are multiple answers. Please note that. If you have multiple answers, you may have multiple answers. Okay, so here I've answered my 22 questions. It tells me I got a score of 45%. I did not master anything, and so I have been assigned all 15 activities for this unit, this unit. So it runs through, tells you what my scores are, so on and so forth. Okay. Do note, after every pretest, you are welcome to email me, and if you get anything between a 60 and 70%, or 60 to 80%, I can exempt you out of additional activities. APEX will automatically exempt you out of anything that's 80% and above. Okay? So Those are pre-tests. And then you just go on to the lesson. Okay, there's always an overview to start out. There's key terms. There's different activities within. There's always a study activity. There's a checkup activity. Again, the only thing we require you to do is quizzes and tests. Okay, which you will see from your assignment sheets that I emailed out to you earlier. Okay, so you have access to your assignment sheets. All right, and you can always look those up, but you do not have to turn in anything but those online quizzes and tests. I would highly encourage that you do get a notebook so you can take notes, because you are welcome to use any notes on your tests and quizzes. Okay, all right, so there, I'm done with this. So I'm just going to exit out. Apex will save your spot. Okay. Some other key things to note. If I go to my calendar, I can, let's see, if I move forward, I will go through and it will show me the 13th is my last day of my algebra class. And the only reason why it doesn't show anything else is because I'm exempt from the final. Okay, so since I'm exempt from the final, really the 13th, the last day it says I should be able to be done with my algebra class. But the last day of summer programming is slated to be the 31st. Does that mean that my class disappears? No. You have access to your class past the 31st of July. It's just that my time of providing support is done the 31st, and I cannot add any more classes to your class load if you had more than two classes to make up this summer. Okay? And if you have any questions whatsoever, please contact me. Okay? You are not in this alone. I know we're doing this all virtually this summer. There's no providing support at the building, but please do contact me if you do have any questions. Okay? And then, of course, please make sure you log out. There are some things in your profile you are welcome to go in and adapt and change. Of course, you cannot change your sign-in, your username, but you can change your password. But there are some things you can change. So if you want to get notifications, if you are a Spanish speaker, you can change the language setting for assistance. There are coaches assigned to you. Okay, your coaches generally are just people that get notifications of how you are doing. So your parents are automatically set up as coaches. So they do get a weekly notification on how you're doing in your classes, as well as your counselor. So please make sure you are working on your Apex course daily, would be my recommendation. Okay, so I hope everyone has a good summer, and please contact me if you have any questions whatsoever. And if you need assistance or anything, let me know. Be happy to help. Can always set up a Google Meet if we need to talk through things. I am a certified math teacher for those of you who do not know me, and I am happy to help with math. And I've been doing summer school for, I think this is going on my 11th year at Ames High School, so I am pretty familiar with the majority of our courses as well. So everyone have a good summer, good luck, and please keep in contact.